A mega what now? Hello and welcome to a Smurpy video, and today we are looking at Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue 41, Necessarily Evil part 2. And on the front we got Jason, we got Zach, and we got Trini in some really cool suits there. And here are the talent team: Ryan writing and Danielle illustrating, and what a perfect duo they are. Now pretty much at the beginning we get our new villain trying to figure out how the Rangers work, which I find kind of cool that he's figuring out how they operate, and he's criticizing how they operate. He's saying they don't strategize their fights very well. They're almost kind of reckless in their victories, which doesn't seem too far off the mark if you remember how episodes were done back in the day, and how perhaps some of these comics are done, and this is kind of at a point where there's a half a team are brand new. So meanwhile, the guys are chatting, and they're talking about perhaps, oh, we can come to Sweden and see you, and you're wearing those crazy cocks, what are they called, clogs, and pretty much saying, you know, that they're kind of busy, and it would be kind of cool when Kimberly makes a view to get out of the conversation, realizing that actually the guys perhaps don't want to see them, and they are somewhere else in the universe, and they miss the world, but they are meant to be where they are. And there's a colleague, Kia, new character introduced, which is kind of cool, and she's like, I guess, kind of like their mentor, and they're rebuilding worlds and making new friends, which is kind of nice. So anyway, this guy 11 is a robot, and they catch up with him, and pretty much there is a new threat on the horizon. Now this looks like a Morphin master, but he goes by the name of Embassy, which I find kind of interesting. I think it's a Morphin master, but you know, I mean, you look how it's shifting, etc. It kind of does seem that way. And the guys are pretty much worried about what they're about to take on. Anyway, they decide that they're going to do it. And it's a Mega Ranger power. This is so cool. So they got earth power, air power, fire power, and water power. So almost kind of like the Ninja Storm Rangers had back in the day. And they have these really cool new outfits or uniforms, which are pretty sweet. And they take on some punks here, waiting for the bad guy, which is called Vok, who soon arrives, and he is huge. Now the deal is pretty much beings throughout the universe, I'm not sure if this is as a result of Shattered Grid, but they are getting powers, and the reason the Power Rangers are here, or these are Mega Rangers, they are here to try and save them and bring them to a world where they can teach them how to use their powers, which I like the idea of. However, this also, what happens is sometimes whoever gets these powers is already beyond their help and kind of corrupted. And it's down to Kia, who seems to be in tune with her powers, to take the villain out. So the story really flows. I love the artwork, and the Rangers here just saying, you know, buddy, you clearly brought this on yourself. You know, we wanted to help you. So back at the thing, it feels like perhaps Zach, who was missing home earlier in the issue, they're starting to feel a bit more like home here. And Kira tries to speak to Emissary about, it would be nice if we could redeem these people that have scorned these powers. However, Kira says that he was already twisted, etc., which I mentioned already, and the universe nearly died because of Hubis before, And it's because there was inaction before by so many, nobody did anything, hence why they're doing what they're doing. They're going to try and prevent such incidents from happening again. If that means that they've got to put all these guys behind in little pots, etc., that is what they would do. So there's still a lot of mystery to what necessarily evil is. So we got one part where we've got in back on Earth, we've got the new villain who is studying the Rangers, and I'm hoping that starts to play out next issue. And we've also got Zach, Jason, and Trina's little story. Now, the one thing that I would like to find out is how they arrived in this world. Just that little bit, just maybe a couple of pages at the beginning of the story, just saying they were in Sweden, they were doing good work, and they were recruited because this happened in the world. This hubris happened in the world. And maybe they went and cleared it up. Maybe that's why they were brought into it. So it'd be nice to see that bit of the story. But so far, chapter 2 is smooth. Ryan is delivering it well. So looking forward to issue 42. Bring it on.